Welcome everyone to CDO's magazine series of one-on-one interviews with CDOs, data leaders, and key influencers. I'm your host, Robert Lutton, Vice President Sandhill Consultants. I'm coming to you today from Toronto, Canada, working with the CDO magazine, MIT CDO IQ Symposium, and the International Society of Chief Data Officers. Today, I'd like to reintroduce an old friend of ours, Mario Faria, who is a Vice President from the Gartner Research Board. Welcome, Mario.
Thank you, Robert. It's been a pleasure to talk to you again after 1 year.
Let me go on to a topic which is ensured to bring out a lot of discussion points. So when we talk about digital transformation and data management, it goes hand in hand with analytics, AI, and machine learning. Could you help us identify how digital data or analytics capabilities work or sometimes don't work together in a true transformational effort?
We would love them to work. And I'm so glad to be here in the CDO, Chief Data Officer magazine, to talk about digital transformation. We don't see that digital data analytics are three different things. They are just different facets of the same topic, areas that you need to explore in order to make your company operate better. Okay, so how can you transform anything in the world today without digital technologies? And how can you look at problems, or how can you establish metrics that you're going to be tracking down if you do not have the right data or the right KPIs to measure? So it's all about digital data analytics coming together to make a difference. There is another term that I would like to bring here to you, Robert, something that we use here at Gartner. We call the digital native companies. Companies who were created with that digital spirit, okay? That since day one, they have that mentality. And what we are seeing now is that non-digital native companies, such as transportation, banks, insurance companies, they are trying to compete or emulate the behavior of a digital native company. And how can they do that? Simple. Think like a digital native. Use the startup mindset, aim high, use the lean approach to create minimal viable products, test, and if you fail, okay, you learn something new that you're not going to do it again. So it's all about putting those things together on AI, machine learning, and also the data management, looking at what technology is going to be put together to promote the change.
I love that. Digital native companies. I would assume, you've probably put, the social media companies in that kind of space, Google in that space. Are there other companies that come to mind, Mario, that you're dealing with that fall into this to give someone a view of what is a digital native company, just as an example?
Yeah, so there's a lot of companies out there popping up, like we call the fintechs, the insurance techs, in all segments, healthcare techs, a lot of smaller companies who are trying to get a piece of the market, but they come into this world without the legacy mentality from the companies that are already established.
They do indeed have a leg up when they don't have to deal with that legacy. But speaking of legacy, so let me ask you, when you work with some of the largest companies in the world, especially with chief data officers and analytics officers, what digital transformation initiatives are you seeing that are going well? And the reverse of that, where do you see the failures?
Yeah, no, that's a good point, because, hey, with the advent of cloud computing, any company nowadays, no matter what size they are, they have access to the same technology, okay? Data is so spread out and available everywhere. You have a lot of new techniques to drive analytics, AI, machine learning that are publicly available out there. So what companies do so well is, first, they don't start with technology. They look at customer issues and they take into that as a first consideration. Also, they have a clear roadmap what they want to achieve. Okay, they go into small steps first, but they have a larger objective that they want to achieve. They are so metrics driven. It's impossible for you to become a digital native or to emulate that behavior if you don't use metrics all the time. Okay, And sometimes why things do not go as well? Because they treat the digital transformation as a technology project, or there's no business buy-in, or lack of executive support. Sometimes there's no change management involved for transformation like that. And with that, I would like to bring an example, Robert, a company that we did a case a few months ago, Heineken, okay? They were able to do a digital transformation effort in order to integrate refrigerators from the places that they sell their products with sensors, a mobile integration in cell phones from the sales reps and everything. By doing that, they're able to look at the whole supply chain at scale. It was a project that was driven by their IT organization. More details on that, the Gartner subscribers can find in our website. But the point is that I like to highlight the example. They are able to emulate the behavior. They thought about that initiative without any boundaries. They started small, proof of concept. It went well, they scaled that up. So any non-digital native can emulate the behavior if you're able to find the right sponsor and tackle the right opportunities there to drive that change.
Mario, wow. Many thanks for the gems that you've imparted on digital transformation and accelerating digital transformation. We truly would like to thank you for your time today. We really appreciate it. We hope we get the chance to come back and do it again in the future like we've done before. So thank you, Mario.
Such a pleasure. All the best to you.
Thank you.